Hey everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge podcast, episode number 149. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today and listening in. If you are new, welcome, and check out some of the other episodes on the page. All episodes are available on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. So make sure you subscribe so you can get notified for a new episode every Tuesday, boys and girls. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at the SkyLounge. Stalk me on Snapchat at DA13IG5UNG. Let's get started. Yeah! It's Wednesday. I know. And I'm squeaking in my chair. And I'm telling you right now, I wrote the entire script last night, all done, all finished by 5 p.m. And wouldn't you know it, after dinner around 7, 8 p.m., I get the sleepies. and I fall asleep. It happens, boys and girls, right? You get tired, your body needs sleep. All the Z's start rolling out. So there you have it. Hence why we have an episode on Wednesday. But here's an episode for you. Anyways, in your face! I don't know who I'm proving wrong here, but I guess we got to go that aggressive route for whatever reason. But let's move on to the topic of the week. The grace and doctrine of the Black Mamba, 8 and 24. Didn't I tell y'all how much I look up to Kobe Bryant? He's one of my favorite basketball players of all time, and I'm kind of a fanatic. But there you go. This is kind of a constant theme here at the SkyLounge, where I iterate and reiterate my point of my love for Kobe Bryant's philosophy, his work ethic, and it's absolutely unbelievable. And really, of course, I'm a Lakers fan, of course, but it's absolutely amazing that we've had a player for 20 years that exemplified greatness every time he stepped on the court. And of course, things will be brought up, which I will discuss right now. Discussing really what I feel is the dichotomy, but also the similarity, and really essentially the same person in Kobe Bryant, but really divided into two chapters of 8 and 24. And what I mean by that is, 8 and 24 were literally two separate numbers Kobe Bryant wore during his career. 8 for 10 years and 24 for 10 years. And, as a fan, you overanalyze things, right? You love looking into things. You love philosophy, making a philosophy out of it because you want it to be yours. You want to just comprehend it and process it. At least that's how I, deal with my fanaticism with anything, really. It could start from Star Wars. It could start from Harry Potter. It could start from My Hero Academia. Whatever the fucking thing is, I will start at the fucking foundation and work my way up to craziness. Okay, that's how I roll, motherfucker. All right, enough aggression. But ironically, 8 was all about aggression. Kobe Bryant, number 8, was just raw talent, explosive, on the scene. Here's what I can do. Look at me now. I'm the fucking next guy. That was kind of a declarative statement he was making on the basketball court with his plays and really with his work ethic. And of course, right now, in the present day, when number 8 was partnered with Shaq, getting that three-peat and also getting their asses kicked by the Detroit Pistons, in recent comments, Kobe Bryant has said if Shaq kept up his work ethic and just worked his ass off instead of being all Hollywood and shit, he would have gotten 12 rings. I wouldn't say 12, but goddamn, that's a very strong argument, and I can kind of lean towards that route. And, of course, Shaq, because he has an ego, I mean, who are you fooling if you say he doesn't have an ego? Fires back, reminds Kobe of the 2004 era. And yes, these are times gone by. These are all past remnants, right? But we remember number 8 because of these controversies. Yes, the rape allegations in Colorado. Despite that, Kobe Bryant played through brilliantly on the court. And yes, there was a settlement out of court with the victim. And it's a lot of craziness. It really is. And I'm not here to justify any of that shit if it was, perpetrated, whatever the fuck the case may be. But man was declared innocent, and they settled out of court. Shit, that's all I'm stating. I'm not gonna go into it for any fucking further. But what I'm saying is, those kinds of controversies and hardships, the divorce with Shaq, the years of just mediocrity within the Lakers, really drove that challenge, into number 8. And from that, relentless and driven Kobe Bryant, evolved, into this new form in number 24, where you saw a man just through all of life's bullshit, whether through his misdeeds or whether they're just missed opportunities and other, things that could just happen. He comes out a grizzled warrior, still hungry, deadlier than ever. And he creates this persona, the Black Mamba, a killer, in your face, I don't care what the fuck you are, you're dead kind of persona. And it's pretty incredible that, relatively speaking, a young man, after such hardships and such challenges, can overcome, mentally process this, emotionally process this, and come out on the other side in terms of his career and just explode in terms of how well he did. Just absolutely magnificent, plays from Kobe Bryant through the last 10 years of his career. You've obviously had the MVP season, then the back-to-back, then, of course, the injuries. Because as methodical and as still relentless, as still driven as he was a veteran at this point, right? I mean, you can't really argue it. And once his injuries started, it just caved him in. And for me, there is a dichotomy, yes, where you see that kind of difference of young, brash, grr, I'm going to get at you, versus I'm leaning back, like the literal Black Mamba, where it's a prowler. It's going to fucking stalk its prey, but with its cold, beady eyes, it will just remain calm under crazy external circumstances and still get at its prey, getting its job done. And that's what's so great about things that I've learned just watching Kobe Bryant. And of course, Mamba mentality. That's something that we always talk about, that he's talked about personally. And Mamba mentality, for boys and girls that don't know what I'm talking about right now, Mamba mentality is to be able to constantly try to be the best version of yourself. That is what Mamba mentality is. It's a constant quest to try to better today than you were yesterday. It's a weird set of notes that I wrote, and sometimes grammatically it's all over the fucking place, but there you go. Being better than yesterday. Putting in more effort. Doing more. And of course, I mean, this could be personified in anything. It could be personified at the gym, at your job, at your relationship, at whatever the case may be. Philosophies from learning through the perspective of the athlete is something so brilliant that we watch in sports. And I feel that we underappreciate in sports. I truly do believe that. I feel like sometimes that, yeah, just for the purity of just watching sports is great. But at the same time, they offer great perspective and context like this. And I offer everybody that, because over the past week, it was Kobe Bryant's birthday, August 23rd, and it was Mamba Day on August 24th, 824, that we can, appreciate the talent that was there. The relentless talent and just whatever ego there may have been. It was so great it was so great for the game. It really was. And Kobe Bryant's gonna be missed. I love the new Lakers. It's gonna be a new project that we have to figure out, but it's looking back at the old times that we can see what happened and really put it into context and perspective. And it really helps out moving forward, right? I mean, whether it be in sports, life, career, whatever. It's got to move forward. And really, it's philosophies, it's these over-analyses that I got from, Kobe Bryant's career that I'm able to do anything like this. I'm able to really even do a podcast, have the balls to even fucking put any of these goddamn things out, or even start a YouTube channel. So, ultimately, Kobe Bryant, you are a legend. Thank you for such an amazing career that not only you played through, you lived through, but you gave to us as fans, right? And yeah, sometimes us fans are terrible. We're just pieces of shit sometimes, but sometimes we also just have to take time and say thank you and appreciate what we had and what we got. So let's move on to some sauce, right? Sports and other weird shit, guys. All game and match reviews are going to be on the YouTube page at the Sky Lounge, so make sure you check that shit out for more detailed shit. Arsenal! Oh my God. Premier League has started officially for England. Duh. And 3 weeks have gone by in the Premier League, and yes, I have not updated y'all on how Arsenal has been doing. Match day 1. They won 1-0. Away. Clean sheet. It was a fucking miracle. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And granted, it was Newcastle. But simultaneously, I'm taking that fucking victory. I'm taking that W. A win is a win. And that means 3 points. And then match day 2 against Burnley at home. First match at home. And we win 2-1 after drawing 1-1. What the fuck is this? Back-to-back wins. First time in 10 years. Nanny. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're cock-teasing me now. Because, yes, of course, eventually when we faced Liverpool over the past weekend, we got our dicks kicked in. And I knew that was going to happen, match day 3. I did. And we lost 3-1. And I watched this in public at McMullen's Irish Pub. Hey, shout out to McMullen's Irish Pub again, because that place is just phenomenal. Love it over there. And yeah, I came out, with the walk of shame, but I was happy that I watched my team out there. And for me, this week's take for Arsenal is very simple. With all the matches, played, quote-unquote, week, but spread throughout 2-3 weeks. Playing from the back isn't really our strength, but there is discipline to be learned from Emery's philosophy of possession and breaking chances from suppressing the team in our third, right? Meaning, when we have teams that press forward, we trap them inside our third and have our forwards and midfielders kind of in a versatile awareness situation where we say, all right, cool, if the ball is going to be lobbed out, we're going to start fucking running. Just fucking bulldozing through those goddamn center backs and try to get a, breakaway goal. And we saw a lot of those chances. And we saw some of those chances, make it in the first 2 matches, and in the Liverpool match, it was awful. It didn't happen. It just didn't happen. But here's the thing. The reality is, with this Arsenal squad, we don't have the defensive talents yet. Okay, I say yet because I believe due to injuries, we're still hampered in the fullback position. We're still hampered within, center back depth. And so when I think everyone comes back around November, I really think we're going to see Arsenal in the highest gear possible. I really do believe that. And right now, it was a test. And to see where we're at, I think, again, philosophy-wise, we're at the right spot. We're getting there. We're making progress. I really do believe that. But yeah, getting our dicks kicked in away at Anfield 3-1 is a bummer. It's a bummer, but it is what it is. It's football. It's part of football. In other Arsenal news this week, boys and girls, Ozil was out. He was out of the lineup in successive matches. And despite being fit, I feel like these are telltale signs that Ozil is about to be bounced out of the club. And I'd say that's crazy for anybody who is saying that's a great idea, we should just let him go. I'd say that's crazy. You're lucky to have Mesut Ozil off. If he comes off the bench, it's incredible. But yeah, I also get the argument that the wage he is just eating up is insane, and we got to just send that out. But we'll see how it goes. And yeah, again, I would love for him to stay, but I've seen Arsenal do some crazy shit, so I'm not going to rule any of that crap out. And yeah, the Emery out chants have already started within the brain-dead portion of the Arsenal segment, and I'm not even surprised at this point. You fucktards basically want the manager out after each and every match without realizing the implications and cost of everything that can do to the longevity of the club. You fucking morons. You gotta just shut the fuck up. Okay? We're only 3 weeks in. Can you just fucking relax at this point? What the fuck is wrong with all of you? Holy fucking shit. All of you fucking cantankerous motherfuckers on AFTV are within this argument of what the fuck is wrong with you people. Jesus fucking Christ. Get a hold of yourselves. I know you love Arsenal. You do. I understand you do. But you're making a mockery out of us as fans. Okay? Stop that shit. Knock that shit off. Right? We're gonna get there. Be patient. We're only, 1 year in? 1 year and a month in? What is it, half a year? I don't know. We're not even 2 years in. Chill the fuck out, everybody. Fuck. Because next week, that's when we got to get our collective energies together. This is it, boys and girls. Premier League match day number 4. Tottenham Hotspur. September 1st. Right before the international break. North London derby, lads. This is important. We got to get our energy together. And fuck Tottenham. Come on, boys. Come on, you Gunners! Because football is everywhere. It's everywhere. We got to talk about more football. Right? Because football is everywhere. And the Premier League starting means, yeah, everybody else has started too. And Manchester City just keeps bulldozing their way through. Yeah, they drew against Tottenham. Against unfortunate circumstances, yes. But with the weapons and depth that they got, it's hardly going to be a surprise if they just go, if they just don't lose a match until probably October. Don't be surprised. Nobody be surprised if this team keeps going forward. And really, the asterisk in all of this is Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, my God, this is one of the top midfielders in the league, and he just showed it. 50 assists in 123 appearances in the Premier League, most ahead of guys like Ozil, who's at 141, Cantona, 143, Bergkamp, 146, Fabregas, 165. So kudos to Kevin De Bruyne. Absolutely incredible. And here's the thing. Pep has all his resources and assets, but despite all of this, I feel like he'll still get knocked out of the Champions League. I don't know why. He always fucking does. He always gets his fucking teeth knocked in during the Champions League the last few years. He hasn't won since Messi. Sorry, guys, but that's kind of the truth. Hurts, don't it? It does. And what's also going to hurt is the European transfer deadline, September 2nd. And we're going to be saying a lot of goodbyes. Certain players are going to be leaving. We had Lukaku and Alexis Sanchez go off to Inter. So that's going to be just a riot and hilarious all on its own. So we'll be waiting on more news, boys and girls. Good times are ahead in the world of football. And we move on to the world of football. Football, boys and girls. Ba, 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 ba. Go Hawks! Yes, that's right. The Seahawks have one more week of preseason versus the Oakland Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders. And we'll finally be ready for some actual fucking football. Oh my God. Crazy, right? We've waited so long and now we're finally going to get some goddamn football. God bless America, boys and girls. Woo-wee! I know. I'm a bit annoying right now. But fuck you. Because, god damn it, man. Football's coming back. We just got one more week of preseason. It's officially here. It's going to be officially here, boys and girls. The NFL. Yes. And we got more NFL news. Technically, the NFL really, technically the NFL, because the XFL, I'm sorry, to quote the graceful and great Vince McMahon, the XFL! 8 teams have been announced ahead of the debut 2020 season. The Dallas Renegades, the Houston Roughnecks, Los Angeles Wildcats, New York Guardians, St. Louis Battlehawks, Seattle Dragons, Tampa Bay Vipers, DC Defenders. Will you make it through a full season? That's the fucking question at this point, because we see the AAF, how that shit just imploded all on its face. But yeah, I mean, at least you got stable ownership. You got a man who, good golly, the WWE is just making a fucking shit ton of money. So you're good to go, man. So you can lose this shit, but hey, you're losing another $100-some-odd million venture on television again. But it's okay. You said fuck you to the NFL. Which AB also does pretty fucking well, because he's a cancer. But yeah, AB loses his second grievance for his helmet. And now he has a shit ton of sponsors for helmets. You're a fucking cancer, Antonio Brown. And you will destroy a locker room before you create a winning culture. Makes me fucking sick. Oh, but you don't play football. You don't know. He put his body through. Dude, it's a team sport. He makes it about himself all the fucking time. Look at this whole shit he's got going on with Ben Roethlisberger right now. He sounds fucking crazy. Twitter is basically a timeline of your misdeeds and bullshit. If you rewind back on my Twitter, I'm pretty sure there's some stupid shit I've said over the years. No shit, Sherlock. But AB is stupid enough to deny the shit he said years ago. Oh, Ben's my brother. He's my brother. And now you're a fucking asshole. I don't even know you. You're a fucking psychopath, dude. People say CTE, but I just see an egocentric psychopath. All right? That's playing football. Congratulations, cancer. Jesus fucking Christ. Raiders fans, that's your wide receiver. That's your starting player. Holy fuck. All right. Speaking of holy. Yeah, because it went through holes. Patrick Chung, New England safety, was indicted on cocaine charges. In possession at his house, and he vehemently denied it. All right, Snow White, whatever the fuck you say. Oh, there's cocaine in my house. It's not mine. I don't know whose it is. Oh, this white powder on my nose, I just put some flowers on there. I just felt funny. Fuck you. Fucking hate, man. Seriously. And speaking of cocaine idiots, Cocaine Chris Forrester, the former Miami Dolphins offensive line coordinator who was caught on camera sniffing cocaine, snorting all that shit up, has accepted a job with the San Francisco 49ers because you don't need to be a fucking clean dude to coordinate a decent offensive line. You need to be on coke. Yeah, have fun snorting all that snow and making the 69ers more and more mediocre. Mediocre. Bah! I'm mispronouncing words because there's a lot of angst. There's a lot of anger. And doubly so with this next topic that I need to talk about. God. Oh, God. Andrew Luck. Indianapolis quarterback. Indianapolis Colts quarterback. Andrew Luck. On Saturday, August 24, 2019, formally announced his retirement from football. He cited mental fatigue from the years of injuries that has hampered him over the last 7-8 years. Honestly, from playing his fullest potential, really. It's hampered him. And Andrew Luck was one of the top quarterback talents in the league. And as recently as last season, really, we forget. As recently as last season, it looked to be a comeback season right now. Colts are going to be out on the resurgence again. O-line's great. You got Quentin Nelson. Fucking defense is looking solid. You got all-pro Darius Leonard. And all these great weapons around him. But he's now leaving the game from years of his body just betraying him. And here's the thing. There are a couple of groups of people, who I have to criticize at the time of his retiring, specifically on that Saturday. Doug Gottlieb. Let me quote you what he sent out via social media. Retiring because rehabbing is too hard is the most millennial thing ever. This is coming from the fucking cunt that had his rich-ass parents drop him into college. This is coming from the shitbag that was bang mediocre on fucking college ball, but paraded himself like he was the shit. This is coming from the douchebag that stole his college roommate's credit cards and purchased shit on it. This is coming from the same fucking twat that was kicked out of college because of this. Go fuck yourself, dude. Go fuck yourself. My God. Fox, have some fucking dignity. You're gonna let this guy speak on the radio with his stupid ass? Holy shit. I'm not asking for his job. I'm just saying, have some fucking common courtesy, you fucking cunt. Holy fucking hell, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. And speaking of cunts, Colts fans. Booing during the preseason game against the Bears, when the Colts were going against the Bears on Saturday, and during halftime, when all this news breaks out, Andrew Luck, while going into the locker room, is booed by the Indianapolis Colts fans. Andrew Luck fought countless of battles for you, and your ass of an organization, and you fucking boo this man? You fucking boo this man? Being a football player is a job. At the end of the day, it's a fucking job. And Andrew Luck is a human fucking being. He's a fucking human being, man. And you're telling me you're gonna boo this man for his life choices? To be mentally healthy? To be physically healthy? You're booing this man because he doesn't want to endanger his life anymore? Grow up, you fucking savage land piece of shit. I know your shitty ass lives have no fucking meaning beyond the simple sport of football. Because at the end of the day, it's just a fucking sport. There's more to life than this shit. You're booing this man who gave you his literal blood, sweat, and tears for you. For you fucking savage land motherfuckers. Makes me fucking sick. And you know, on top of this, who makes me the most sickest of all? Just sickest of all? Jim Irsay and the Irsay family. How do you fuck up the career of not just one elite quarterback talent, but two elite quarterback talents in the span of 2 decades? That's unbelievable. Just unreal levels of incompetence and absolute arrogance to just neglect Andrew Luck, your fucking best quarterback since Peyton Manning. And I know Peyton wasn't gone long. It was an immediate transition into Andrew Luck. I get all that shit. I do. But you ran into the fucking ground. You did. You did, with your incompetence. And really, the Colts deserve nothing. Neither the fans, neither the owner. You deserve nothing. You don't. The players on the field, they're going to be playing for Andrew Luck. Those coaches, they'll probably understand and love Andrew Luck in their hearts. More than likely. I'm assuming this shit. But you fans who booed, cunts like Doug Gottlieb, Jim Irsay and the Irsay family, go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. Seriously. And I want to leave it off with this. Andrew Luck was a football warrior and a great ambassador to the game. With the way he carries himself, with the way he carried himself on and off the field. And a talent like Luck leaving prematurely is heart-wrenching. It's heart-wrenching as an NFL fan and a fan of sports in general. This is a young man who loved doing his job. He loved the game of football. And that joy and love was sucked away from him through injuries, which really came through the incompetence of upper management and ownership. And on top of all of that, you have fans who just want you for your entertainment. to win. That's all you're good for. And once you're done, they cast you aside. They boo you. It's unbelievable. It's heartbreaking. It's fucking heartbreaking to see that as a neutral fan. And I do like Andrew Luck as a quarterback. I do. And I did. But as a human being, man, we got to understand that these athletes, at the end of the day, these are young men. And they're human beings. They go through the same emotional upheavals and bullshit like we do as human beings. Have some fucking feelings, folks. Holy fucking shit. You boo this man. You fucking call this man a millennial for being too fucking needy. Fucking Doug Gottlieb, you goddamn cunt. Holy shit. Have some goddamn empathy, folks. Holy fuck, man. And yeah, you know what? To Andrew Luck, I wish you nothing but the best in whatever you do in your future. And I hope you can find your peace and happiness. Because you are a fucking warrior. And I hope in your future life endeavors you bring on that same warrior mentality and just get on through. My goodness. It's heartbreaking, man. It really is. You don't want to see a quarterback like that leave the game when his potential was so high. He could have won a Super Bowl. And he didn't. I know he didn't. But fuck, man. It's really goddamn depressing. And fuck all you fans. Holy shit. It's the same goddamn fans who are getting on Gronk right now. Oh, he could still come back. Dude, he goes on TV yesterday and flat out tells you people, hey, physically I'm fit, but mentally I can't do this anymore. Take that shit seriously. Mental health is a fucking thing, guys. Fuck. You goddamn spoiled cuz. He's gotta play ball for me. He can't stay injured. He's a human being. He can get injured. It happens. Fuck. And speaking of human beings getting injured, boys and girls, yes, god damn it. I know, we just brushed all this emotion aside. And we gotta dip into another batch of just stupid feelings with the Lakers. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, Kyle Kuzma is forced out of the FIBA World Cup with an ankle injury. Great. Get healthy. You know, I hope he gets healthy because, yeah, I would have loved for him to play in the FIBA World Cup. For him as a young man to go abroad, you know, play with those, you know, all-star caliber guys and get experience would have been great for him. And as a, you know, basketball player for him and maybe himself personally. But he's coming back to the Lakers and, you know, hopefully he rehabs well, gets better, and he's raring to go, you know, fighting for the Lakers. And I know I just went on that whole spiel about, you know, fans only wanting wins, but dude, simultaneously, yeah, I want them to win, but at the back of my fucking thought, yeah, I'm still keeping all that philosophy in my head. Like, at the end of the day, hypothetically, if Kuzma said, oh man, I'm not going to fucking play anymore, I'm not going to hold it against him. I'd be like, damn, that's terrible. But hey, man, if that's your reason, you know, do what you got to do. Right? That's what we can do. That's all we can do as fans. That's all we really should do as fans. Instead of fucking burning jerseys and booing players who carried your franchise to fucking relevance. God, that Andrew Luck thing is still pissing me off. And it's only going to piss me off even more because I got to talk about Dwight Howard. I got to talk about Dwight Howard now. Fuck. Ah. All right. All right. Composure. Holy fuck. Composure. The Lakers waived Eric Holman to make space for that non-guaranteed salary space. Dwight Howard is officially coming back with the Lakers. Dwight Howard is officially coming back with the Los Angeles Lakers. Do I need to say it one more time? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. His new number is going to be number 39. 3 plus 9 equals 12. Dwight, you're so smart. Great. Cool. All this talk from everybody, the apologists, all the reporters. Oh, Dwight's changed, man. You know, LeBron and Rajon and Anthony, they all vouch for him. He's going to be great. All right, man. Words are cheap. Prove it out there. Prove it. Because the way you left the Lakers last time, the way you set yourself as a player with your mentality, it's disgraceful. Prove it out there. Prove it. That might sound cold. That might sound whatever. But my God, with your talent and the wasted potential that you've shown, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Just do your job. I'm not going to be pissed if you just do your job. I really won't be. Okay? That's my whole thing. I've bitched for so much at this point about Dwight Howard. I'm done. I'm over it. He's with our team now. It's whatever. He's a non-guaranteed contract. If he's fucking up, bye. If he fucks around, bye. People want me to have some sympathy for this shit simultaneously. Like you have a proven track record. Proven track record. This ain't no Andrew Luck situation. This is a goddamn Dwight Howard situation. Fuck, man. Oh, my God. All right. Move on. Holy fuck. Speaking of lame-ass former Lakers, Jeremy Lin will sign with the Beijing Ducks in the CBA. By mediocrity, take Melo with you. Take him with you. You think I'm joking right now, boys and girls? I'm not. Take Melo with you. Holy fuck. And the FIBA World Cup is on August 31st. Hooray! Hooray! Really? Am I supposed to be excited about this? Am I supposed to be impressed by this USA team that lost to Australia in an exhibition game with no heart? Yeah? Well, are we sure about that, Pop? Are we? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's talk about some positive news in the world of the NBA. Casey LeVert signs a 3-year, $52.5 million extension with the Brooklyn Nets. Solid deal for Brooklyn, and great for, Casey LeVert, who proved himself, throughout the last 2 years to the last 2 seasons as to how much he's jumped as a player. So kudos to him getting that fucking money, baby! There's positivity, boys and girls. God damn it, we need some of that right now! Right now! And the Golden Knights figured it's a good idea, too. That's right, boys and girls. Some hockey news. Because we got the Golden Knights coach and management out in Montana enjoying themselves with the Rock Creek Cattle Company, owned by Bill Foley, of course. Great stuff to unwind and gain some good footing between management there. Because shit, the hockey is one thing, but the management aspect has to be healthy too, in order for an organization to continue to succeed and get better, and even in downtime, still maintain some level of, success, right? Draft, prospects, the way management works, the way, they hire people, the way everything kind of revolves around hockey, outside of hockey, shit like that. It's a business, right? And it's still also a family in that sense. So it's good. They're getting a good fucking vibe out there. So hopefully that translates to some wins for the Knights. Let's talk about some more NHL news, boys and girls. Minnesota Wild hire former NHL player Bill Guerin. Spent his time as a development coach, then promoted to assistant general manager via Jim Rutherford for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So let's see if that can translate. Let's see if some of that, learning under old Jim there translates to anything in Minnesota. If it does, crazy me. Let's see what happens. Winning Minnesota team, that would be very curious. And another curious thing pops up in the world of hockey. Evgeny Kuznetsov tested positive for cocaine use and will be suspended by the IIHF for 4 years. With the NHL, probably no punishment would be dished out because the NHL, PED is wrong, even microscopic traces that will in no way benefit the user, whether they even knew it or not. But cocaine is A-OK. Fuck you. Despite me smoking weed all the time and as much of a pretentious asshole as I'm going to fucking sound like right now, athletes are a public figure and are held to a higher standard in the public eye and should be punished for partaking in illicit activities. Is that crazy? Does that sound crazy to you? I don't know. Maybe it does. Logic is a crazy thing. Cocaine used by athletes is so fucking casual now, but you're doing so much harm to the general public and on the perspective of what cocaine actually does to the body. Because boys and girls, if you actually study the science behind it, holy fuck, cocaine fucks your body up. It's insane. Your nervous system won't even be the fucking same. Yet fucking morons. Oh my god. What am I even bitching for about drugs right now? you're a hypocrite. That's the internet for you. They bring up one little thing. This is why you're wrong. Like, yeah, sure. All right. Well, let's move on from Coke Boy because I don't want to fucking yell anymore. And my voice actually hurts when I yell. That's why. And let's talk about the Dodgers. Because yeah, people bitch about the fucking Players Weekend jerseys, but it's like, dude, whatever, man. If you're grown ass men, you're complaining about jerseys that other grown ass men wear really tightly. Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, just have a little perspective. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Oh, white, they look weird. Who cares? It's baseball. Just fucking watch them play. Fuck, man. Isn't the winning the most important shit? And yeah, it sucks because the Dodgers lost, twice against the Yankees over the Players Weekend. Only won once, based on a controversial call. But yeah, that's all there is to it. Holy fuck! Why? Common sense, folks. Am I missing out on that shit? There's good shit. Shout it out. And I gotta shout out Joe Musgrove for the sick Thanos look glove that he had on for the Players Weekend. It looked actually fucking sick. Kudos to you, man. And yeah, the Yankees did, beat the Dodgers twice, but our record is still better as of this recording on Wednesday. So hopefully the Dodgers keep at it, keep it going, and hopefully keep winning. Now, I want to talk a little bit and briefly about the U.S. Open. It has begun. Yes, it did. Federer and Djokovic can potentially be in the semifinals based on the seeding, so let's go Federer. And yes, there was a huge upset yesterday. I think Tim, I'm going to say TM was ousted. Oof. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, boys and girls. And yes, remember, all weekly writing is on the links in the description below, so check that shit out. Weekly writing number 25, nonfiction, The Beautiful Game. Been trying to work something new out, and I'll be damned, it works. I spread the work into 7 days and built the story from macro to micro level, right? Work it out each day, but you have a general idea of what the story's going to be. And it helped out immensely. And I wanted to write something that I know about and something that I wanted to flesh out from the perspective that I can remember as a kid, kind of, just to give it some juice. Like a little Tabasco, but sprinkle it on there. So if you want to check it out, go ahead. I don't mind if you do. Now, let's move on to some weekly film, boys and girls. Holy fuck. We rewatched Up. It's time to talk about it. A widowed husband sets out on a trip to Paradise Falls in South America when he's met with unforeseen circumstances and craziness throughout his journey. Yeah, Pete Docter creates a very simple enough story to follow and fits the emotion behind his writing. And a lot of times, it's just without words, which is just absolutely brilliant on Docter's directing on the film. And the characters, you have characters who link up well within the realms of the story, but at times I don't feel they drive it all too much. I feel these are just kind of pawns in the bigger scheme of the emotion of the story instead. I don't really know how to explain it, but the feel of the story I feel carries through the film more than the characters themselves. If anyone knows what the fuck I'm talking about. I kind of do. But I may need time to explain that one out eventually. But let's move on to the visuals. I remember Up being the step up in terms of how Pixar did their animation. At least that was my opinion. And crazy to think that the directors, when I researched this, the directors and writers spent 3 days in Venezuela to draw inspiration for the environment. And you can clearly see the visuals playing into this. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And shout out to the cinematography by Patrick Lynn and Jean-Claude Calachi. And music. Let's talk about the music. Michael Giacchino. But I butcher surnames. I do. It happens. But he delivers another fantastic set of works to go along with the beautiful visuals. And seriously, this dude just does work. Anytime you see a fantastic soundtrack, it's going to be him, Hans Zimmer, or John Williams, or Howard Shore. More than likely, it's those four guys. It's kind of crazy how good they are. And miscellaneous shit, I actually watched this with my mom, and she told me, after we watched the movie, she's like, dude, why is the first 5 minutes the most depressing shit I've watched? I'm like, yeah, man, fuck me, I don't even know, man. This is just depressing as shit. I almost teared up again. I'm like, oh my god, this is why I don't rewatch this. I try not to rewatch this movie. It's super fucking depressing and sad. Like, Ellie dies, like, oh my god, this is the worst thing I could have watched. Like, my eyes are glittery. Yeah. Glittery. Wet. Whatever. But let's give this a number, shall we? An 8.5. Up is a great movie that captures a love of adventure in the form of impressive visuals and amazing music. And it is a great movie. And really, we continue a great movie with a great album. Album of the week, number 25, boys and girls. Born This Way by Lady Gaga. Fun titty bit, continuing our magnificent journey through Lady Gaga's discography. Son of a bitch! Discography. I hope I'm saying that shit right. Somebody correct me, but fuck it. We land on Born This Way. Yeah, we're going through the album lists. And we landed on Born This Way. Because, baby, I was born this way. To be a Lady Gaga fan. And talk to you good folks about it. And I remember a lot of haters were saying that Lady Gaga was getting too political during this album. Oh my god. You fuckers just wanted an agenda. Chill out, man. This is just a fucking album. My god, get everyone's panties in a fucking bunch. And here's the thing. A couple years ago, the live concert I went to for Gaga featured a lot of songs from Joanne and Born This Way. So this, as a fan, was fucking amazing to witness. And, revisiting this album just brings up a lot of memories, a lot of good times. And let me just break down my favorite track for you here. You and I. Gaga's power vocals, great piano, and just sexy background production sound, man. It's just, fuck yeah. That's the only way you can express that one. The good shit. It's the good shit. She combines different genres, I feel, and meshes it all into one power ballad. It's a beautiful ballad too. Very well written. And here's the thing. I know, Edge of Glory is another great one. Government Hooker. God damn it. It's hard to pick. It's hard to pick when you ask, hey, who's your favorite child? Motherfucker, all my children are my favorite children. But here's the thing. As much as You and I is my favorite track, if you ask me what my favorite performed track by Gaga I've seen, it's probably Bloody Mary. Because holy shit, the costumes, the set design, and production was just breathtaking. And purely on the song, I pick You and I. That's really it. But let's go through the mid track. Marry the Night. As decent as it is, I feel like this track is a tease to the filthy beauty that's laid before you later. And yes, Marry the Night is the first track on the standard album. So let me leave you with the stock chorus with the Lady Gaga Born This Way album. Born This Way was a fantastic fleshed out follow-up to the first album and subsequently, extended play, The Fame Monster. And it's worth listening to. It absolutely is. And I'm a fucking student, man. I study this shit. It's not studies. I read it. So, there you go, folks. Check that shit out. And now, I want to close it off with this. A bit of Disney. A little bit of sing-song. No, actually, it's more just how Disney's last week or so has gone by. So let's discuss the Disney versus Sony and D23 shit, right? It's the Spider-Man debacle. I discussed this on the YouTube channel, but basically what happened is Sony doesn't want Spider-Man, their intellectual property, being part of Marvel Cinematic Universe anymore. And yeah, it caused a lot of grief, within the fans, within the fandom, within the community of comic book movie dudes and gals. But I've laid this out last week. I said the reality of the situation is there's really no innocent victim except Tom Holland. This is the guy who we as fans just appreciate because the way he's brought Spider-Man to us in real life has been brilliant. His acting is superb. But you have two studios who are, in each perspectives, very greedy. They want it their way. Both very arrogant and doing their own shit and their own agenda. But as of this moment, Spider-Man is no more. Spider-Man 3 is kind of up in the air with Sony. We're not sure what the hell's going to happen. It's probably going to just be Sony produced. But we'll see if it's good. We just have to give it time. We just do. That's the reality of the situation. And really, time rolled, and as much as Disney was getting criticized, from both sides, either Sony fanboys or Disney fanboys, where the perspective was skewed all throughout the week, they had a pretty damn good weekend because D23 happened over the weekend when they had the convention in Anaheim, and they somewhat saved face by introducing all this new shit, like big stuff. And for me, there are a couple things I'm very interested in. I want to talk to you good folks here today. Disney Plus, definite buy after all the stuff they showed up. Literally everything Disney. Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, and National Geographic. Goddamn, son! You don't need to go outside! The way Disney's doing this shit. Lady and the Tramp, live action. I've been adamantly against live action, but not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind seeing a refreshed version of this shit, maybe without the overtly racist Siamese cats. Disney, maybe? I don't know. You got rid of Uncle Remus, so maybe this is a good chance to do so. We'll see. And we'll also see The World According to Jeff Goldblum, because, oh god, yes, I need more Jeff Goldblum. Who doesn't need more Jeff Goldblum in their lives? Who doesn't? That's crazy to me. You need more Jeff Goldblums. And who do you need more of? The Muppet Show! Yay! I'm actually staring at a calendar of a pig, and I got a reminder of Muppet Treasure Island, where you go to the island of pigs. God damn, I love the Muppets, dude. I really do. And Black Panther 2 will feature Namor. Awesome shit. And they keep all the, the same director, most of the cast. So, hey, it should still be good writing, good directing. So, let's get to it. And two more things from D23 that I want to break down real quick. The Mandalorian. Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, yes. Shit. Weiss and Benioff are writers, yes, former writers of Game of Thrones, and they're going to also be probably producers and executive producers, and we're going to have a star-studded cast. I know there's a lot of pessimism right now because of the whole Game of Thrones Season 8, which I tell the fanboys all the time, like, listen, that in itself you can fucking bitch about all day, but the reality that you're not fucking looking at is they've had 8 successful seasons of writing! You dipshits! So relax! And The Mandalorian is a fresh new project they finally had within a decade! Almost. Really, almost. But yeah, relax, haters. Goddamn. Let's just enjoy some fucking Star Wars on television! Oh my god! I've been waiting for this for like years! Years! And I know the animation's all there. I know that. I know Rebels is there. I know Clone Wars did a fantastic job. I understand all of that. But this is a live-action Star Wars television series featuring The Mandalorian. They might just explain more lore. Oh my god. I'm freaking out. And you know what? The Star Wars Rise of Skywalker trailer also got me freaking out. Because I've laid out a theory, and I think Rey will be the designated Dark Lord of the Sith by the end of the film. Maybe the rule of 2, or she just overtakes everyone and figures out the order of 1 is adequate. And, these are all theories, these are all my opinions, and we'll see what the fuck happens. But I'm excited. I'm excited at the potential of where they're going to take the next trilogy. For me, what would have been great is if they did a fucking trilogy on Darth Bane. And my buddy, my brother Alex has told me, why don't they make that a TV series? To which I also say, listen, Mandalorian does well, in my thought. If Mandalorian does well, why not make a live-action Darth Bane movie where you dissect and explore the intricacies of Sith culture back in the old days of 1,000 years ago, before, the Galactic Empire? That shit would be fucking awesome. But yeah, the Rise of Skywalker trailer got me thinking, okay, cool. Hopefully you're not episode 8. Holy fuck. But god damn it. Of course I'm going to be at the fucking midnight premiere like a fanboy. Because it's Star Wars, man. It's fucking Star Wars. Holy shit. Come on. Next week on the SkyLounge, boys and girls, September begins soon. Next week on Sunday. Folks, Thank you so much for joining me this week. Make sure you're subscribed on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music for a new episode every Tuesday. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at The Sky Lounge. Stalk me on Snapchat at DA13IG5EUNG.